MP said he woke up today ready to slay some.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Join. You know, Greg, so often we talk about depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce and really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
We've seen it already this season, and P has an elevated intent to win. Anytime he's matched up against one of the league's power teams. You know what? He loves these kind of challenges.
And let's give MP credit. He has walked the walk. The tougher the competition's been, the better they've been. This team is behind MP all the way, and the leadership he provides, they're not afraid of anybody.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. James is out there with Holmgren. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Mark Williams. And it's Morant in at the shooting guard position. From past the arc. They get the rebound. Boyza. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Purdue with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it.
James. Warriors with the rebound.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Boyza. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, I caught up with Coach Steve Kerr. He said SGA has this special ability to lull a defender into a slower pace and then suddenly make a quick move that leaves everybody just standing there. Coach feels the attention has to be on him. He wants to force somebody else to beat them. Guys?
Thank you, David. Morant finds James. Again, James missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
To the inside. And the rejection by James. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Mann. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
James, good.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Boyza. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Kuminga with a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And James with the basket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, a solid facilitator that helps that the defense thinks that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to shoot and not pass.
Man in the corner. Pass to Finley. Three-pointer. And James pulls it down. James has got 4 rebounds in this game. Holmgren kicks to James. Over Finley. Again, James missing.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level. His tonight has been high.
Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly. With the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
Down low. And Holmgren pulls it down. Thunder coming to this one after the win against Phoenix.
And they really got after it from a defensive standpoint throughout that entire game. The turnovers they forced really tell the story.
So active defensively, and I love when they did force a turnover, they just flat out attacked. The points they got off turnovers swung the game in their favor.
Boys up. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Kuminga, no good. The Thunder leading by 4. Pass to James. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. The 3. Hands it from downtown. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points so far.
Love the focus here from SGA at the arc. He hates to waste those opportunities.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Finley. And again, unable to change momentum here. Pass to James. Lets it go from deep. Buries it from 3-point range. 10 points for him.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. The Warriors making a switch here. Mann's checked in. A fantastic string of games for him. Your Western Conference Player of the Week, the Great One.
Basketball is one of the few sports where good offense beats good defense, and nobody has had better offense than him lately. I don't think there's anybody in the league that could have slowed him down on offense. He was unstoppable, to say the least.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season. The Warriors, 4th.
You know, it's an entertaining style of play. And look, I mean, those are the baskets you want if you've got the legs for it. Scoring becomes a lot easier.
Screen by James. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to James. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And James throws it down.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Hit by Kuminga. Man. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Coming in on a 19-game win streak. They're set to achieve something very few teams have ever done. A win tonight would be their 20th win in a row.
So few teams in the history of the NBA have ever put a streak like this together, so it's really impressive. My prediction, the streak continues.
To the paint, here's Purdue. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt. And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Outside, Kuminga. They set the pick. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Golden State.
Just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
James finds Gilgeous-Alexander. James sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Great open look there. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points in the game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Pass to Kuminga. Purdue with a screen on James. Puts the move on. Kuminga, no good.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Here's Strother. No good from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Kuminga, he's open. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. He's got 10.
It feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
It's good from long range.
Looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Mavericks in Dallas. Purdue, the pass to Kuminga. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. The great one in that last game against Phoenix was outstanding. He had an impressive number of points, and he reached that total with some superb shooting from deep. A fantastic performance from him. Something he wants to repeat tonight. Kevin?
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Pass to man. 43 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And James pulls it down.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Here's Kennedy. Good, and the assist goes to James. And the Thunder lead by 19.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Pass to Purdue. Man with it. Man with it. He had 16 points in the win against Dallas.
Yeah, but there's always this point you got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
And here's James outside. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Oklahoma City out in front as they wrap up the first quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. For the timeout, and coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Here's Finley, and he gets the whistle. Two free throws coming up. The NBA, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer.
2 minutes to review the previous play is under review.
Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that
the ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
We've got Finley. He's out there with Purdue, and it's man in at the 2. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Here's Finley. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
James kicks to Holmgren. A three-pointer off the mark.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep, James drills the three-pointer. James has got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Pass to man. And here's Purdue. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Oklahoma City dictating the flow. Now James. He's guarded by Finley. James outside. And the dunk by James.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Boyza gets it to go from beyond the arc.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Here's James. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Holmgren gets the bucket.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Pass to man. Beyond the arc. And James pulls it down. James has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Near the three-point line, it's Holmgren. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Here's Finley. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Fires for 3. Wide open. Man can't hit.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Pass to Finley. Purdue with a screen on Rose. And the Warriors miss again.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And here is Holmgren.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
From deep, James bangs home the trifecta. James has got 13 points in just this quarter.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Pass to Purdue. Here's Finley. Shot to stop the run. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Mann's got 8 points. The Thunder shooting 48% on their attempts here in quarter number 2. Here's James. Morant outside. Shoots it up. And it's James missing.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And stolen by James. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Boyza hits the three-point bomb. He has 6.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
And here's James outside. And with the rebound. Warriors shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Pass to Purdue. Launches a 3. Finley can't get it to go.
Well, he's just really struggling right now. And with everything he's throwing up, nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
And here's James outside. And the three ball is good. James has got 40 points.
Simply one of the best shooting performances you are ever going to see. A three-point barrage.
Here's Mann, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. The Warriors shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And so he's able to get one of two. James right side. From outside the arc. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
And so it's Oklahoma City way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Good to see you and welcome. A lopsided game through two quarters and a big deficit for Golden State.
Poor communication right now. They've been out of sync offensively, and you can feel the frustration building.
Man, they've been taking some wacky shots out there. Looking like Ernie out there.
Hey, easy. I got a J. All right, now, still early on, but let's check out the Western Conference standings.
Well, looking at the Warriors, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. Thank you for being with us.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. We've got Williams. Morant is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's James. And it's Holmgren in its small forward.
And you know what? This guy is just a natural-born scorer.
Oklahoma City shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Free throw good, James. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Pass to Purdue, to the middle. Looking for Kuminga. He gets it there. That's all good, and that's his fifth basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Now, man. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Pass to Purdue. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Williams has got his fifth rebound right now in the game. The drive by James and the dunk by James.
No doubt teammates appreciate a big man who can pass. Chet with a nice look.
And here's Purdue. Kuminga up top. James defending. Purdue with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
The drive by James. And another one falls. Amazing.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Pass to Kuminga. 11 feet away. That one a little long. Thunder have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. James, no good.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Here's Mann. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Holmgren.
Nice play to Holmgren. He's just smooth with it.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Finley can't get it to go.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Holmgren the pass to Morant. Now James. Non-stop scoring machine here. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Holmgren, that's pretty easy for a guy that long to get up and throw it down.
Warriors have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Pass to Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
All right, Brent, quick. The first thing that comes to your mind when you think of Jonathan Kuminga.
Physicality, Kevin. I mean, this guy is so dominant athletically that Jonathan Kuminga is a presence out on the floor. If he continues to put himself in the situations where he can put his body on guys and play fearlessly, his game is going to continue to grow.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Here's Finley. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep, James. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Pass to Purdue. Inside, here's Kuminga, and the rejection by James. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 7. Gilgeous-Alexander off the pick from James. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Slithering around the floor, Gilgeous-Alexander gets to his spot.
Purdue with a screen on Morant. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
And the Warriors making a change here. Man's checked in. Kuminga against James. And he drops in the layup off the glass. James has got 59 points.
All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
Pass to Mann. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Gilgeous-Alexander finds James. Powell with a screen on Kuminga. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. James, the pass to Rose. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Pass to Mann. Outside, Kuminga. This one for three. Good on the triple. Kuminga's got 17 now.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Man with it. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. The tray. Man can hit. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Oklahoma City? All the Warriors. Some players, Brent, have claimed entertainment is emphasized over competition. What do you think?
Well, I think there's a great balance, and the league does a great job of promoting its stars. But at the end of the day, Kevin, trust me, guys who are out here have a love for the game, a passion for the competition, and that's what we want to see.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. They've got Nash, and it's Stevens in at the power forward. That's the Warriors' 5. And James throws it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Pass to man. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, the defense very attentive to him in the first quarter, but he's finally gotten loose in the second and making them pay.
From deep, James. And with the rebound. Golden State's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Nash. And the rejection by James. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Here's Man. Pass to Steffens. Back to Man. Just 5 to shoot. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. James outside. Three-pointer. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The first one falls. And you think about rookies coming into the NBA, it seems, Brent, that veterans are a little bit easier on the rookies now than they were in the past.
I think we romanticize, Kevin, a lot of those stories that we heard from the old days about veteran players giving it to the younger players. And certainly that's going to happen, especially at the beginning of the season. But these guys have known each other for a long time, and these friendships and bonds have started from years ago. So a little bit less and less, but it's still fun to poke at the rookies just a little bit.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Nash, the pass to Man. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
Here's James. From deep three-point land. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Nash, right side. Pass to Man. Tries the hook. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And here's James outside. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
A moment for an injury report.
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Warriors' head athletic trainer. He said he has a strained hamstring, and he's icing it to reduce the inflammation. The team was just starting to settle into its rotations. Now, next man up. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
And not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
Yeah, and this makes it particularly rough for this team. Other teammates now are going to have to step up, and it seems like it's going to be an extended period of time, so not easy to do.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Well, the most important event of the NBA calendar might be in June. And it's not the finals, but rather for so many teams, Brent, the NBA draft.
Well, Kevin, it's a chance for you to set the table for your franchise. What do you want to have for next year? What do you want to have 5 years from now? And so all the work that goes in, the scouting, the intel work, to build up a team where you are making the steps and taking strides to become a championship caliber team, that stuff starts at the NBA draft.
Here's Man. He's covered by Rose. Floats it up for Kuminga. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And dropping the sledgehammer there. He curbs a 10-0 run by Oklahoma City.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. And so here is Oklahoma City. Back to James. There's a screen. Here's Alexandris. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Here's Kuminga, and Kuminga throws it down.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Here's James. Nice defense from Kuminga. Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Purdue, we've checked in for the Warriors.
Number 26, Lance Purdue.
And so here is Golden State.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. James against Kuminga. Nice shot by James.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
To the inside, cuts off the pass. Brent is a guy who has played with winning teams, been in terrific cultures, and currently in one with the Spurs. What do you think is more important, team culture or raw talent?
Well, I believe in the culture carrying teams to a championship, but you can't do that without talent. So it's got to be a blend of both, Kevin, in order for your team to perform at its highest level. Culture comes first.
Here's Man. Man. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
James gets the bucket.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Rose with the double team. Pass to Purdue, and that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
Powell, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. James looking it over. Boyza, guarded by Morant. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. James has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Rose kicks to James. Pass to Powell. Back to James. Clock at 6. Now here's Rose. Off target from three-point range.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Thunder.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the Great One.
Yeah, with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it.
Becker is guarded by Finley. Here's Becker. It's rebounded by Golden State. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.